Sip on this tea, the medicine man. Sip on this tonic, the medicine man. Take you a puff, the medicine man. Get you some rest, the medicine man. Go ahead and meditate, medicine man. Breathe it in, breathe it out, medicine man. Sip on this water, the medicine man. Sip on this ginger, this medicine man.
Alright, so welcome to the Verbal Apothecary off. We'll be bringing you the herbals and the verbals. My name is and we sitting here with Sister Sakinah from Green Goddess Radio. How you feeling today?
I feel really good and so grateful to be here with y'all.
This is really beautiful. I've been wanting to continue this conversation of health and wellness and bring on more passionate people like yourself who put that first, you know, and that's something that we shared in common every conversation we've had. I believe I met you at a vegan restaurant. You were cooking, or you were serving, excuse me, but you know what I'm saying, you was in the midst. And I see that you now work at Mandela's, right? Mandela Grocery. Shout out to Mandela Grocery, Black-owned grocery store in West Oakland. Cooperatively owned, you know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to offer this space to you, sister, to you know, kind of shine your perspective on health and wellness. So maybe you could start with just kind of telling the people about who you are and what makes you so passionate about health and wellness.
Yes. Hey everyone, what's up? How y'all doing today? Hi. Hey ladies. Okay, so my name is Sakinah Hakeem, and I am originally from Boston, the East Coast, yeah. And we'll give a little backstory. I was raised Muslim. I was around a lot of different cultures growing up. I had the big gift of, you know, learning from Islam and growing into spirituality and being in alignment with nature. And along my journey, I got really sick in 2017. I had several cysts in my body that were causing me pain daily. I had to go to the emergency room, and basically they were trying to like give me surgery and that would make me infertile and not be able to have children. And you know, my sister was encouraging me to do something about. She's like, you could have died and I could not have a sister. So she kind of gave me that perspective because I'm a Sagittarius and I can be very like, everything's good, everything's great, you know. So that was the beginning of the deepening of my journey. I just changed my life. I changed how I ate. I changed my day-to-day habits. I changed my environment. I left my job. I really just shifted I studied. I listened to Chef Aki, to Queen Afua, to Chef Aris, to Dr. Layla Africa, to so many powerful and beautiful beings who have really shared a lot of knowledge with us. Dr. Sebi, yes, Dr. Sebi too. So it's really important to me because on my journey, like when I was in the hospital, I had a Black woman doctor, and I was like, this is the things that I'm doing, and she didn't really have any extra things to teach me. She was kind of like, well, that sounds good, you know, like it didn't seem, she didn't have a connection with me, so I felt really disappointed in my experience, and I took hold of my health, and it really freed me, and I wanted to share all the information that I learned. So that was the beginning of my healing journey.
That's powerful. That's very powerful. So would you say you healed yourself?
I would say I healed myself. Yes.
Yeah, that takes discipline, perseverance, faith. You know what I'm saying, right? You got the system, you know, that is big pharma telling you, hey, you got this life-altering thing going on. You either do what we say or die, or, you know, deal with the consequences. And you decided, and thanks to your sister for encouraging you as well, to go your own route about that, you know. And man, so many of us go through these life-altering diseases or conditions, and we choose to go the route that is most comfortable because you're dealing with a very scary situation. So I just want to applaud you for having that faith in yourself and understanding the great teachers that are out there and really integrating that knowledge. Because that's very commendable. And so thank you for sharing that vulnerable story. And it sounds like you have a lot of knowledge about how to heal yourself as a woman. And so through that journey, what are some crucial things that you still practice on a daily basis that help you stay healthy?
Okay, on a daily basis, I would say that I am intentional about my energy and my flow and my water intake and eating life-giving foods. I wake up and in observance of God and prayer and meditation and giving thanks for all that I have. And that is my heart posture in order to have a light heart and to enter into the day with ease. I, will have water and tea in the beginning of the day before I eat anything. I will eat raw, I will eat fruit in the rising. And that's a big part of the cleansing process in the beginning of the day. That's a little bit of some of my habits in the day.
Do you find it easy or difficult to have support from your community when it comes to your health and wellness journey? Has it been solo, or has it been other sisters that have helped you, or brothers that have helped you learn and really encourage you to get deeper into your studies? I know for me, I had to struggle a little bit with that because not everybody was on the same wavelength around me. So, little stuff like, oh, I don't eat chicken or beef, and well, what you eat? There's a whole lot of things I eat, but just the resistance, initial resistance to the inability to look past their own habits, or make it seem like I'm inconveniencing them just by saying, no, I don't eat that, or I'm being rude. Have you had experiences like that? What was your solution to that?
Thank you for sharing. I would love to hear more. Did you have a mentor or someone that was around that was giving you some, guidance or an example of living this way?
Oh, I definitely did. Some of those same teachers you mentioned, shout out to Dr. Sebi, Dr. Leola Africa, as well as just my peers, my mentors. One of my mentors is here, actually. My brother, Spirit of Nation, has been very powerful in helping me. One of the things I used to see him do all the time is drink ginger in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And, during that time, before then, of course I had heard about ginger. I kind of liked it too, but I didn't make it a part of my daily routine, So I was inspired to make sure I'm on that. I wake up in the morning and I have some kind of tea. If it's not ginger, sometimes you gotta prep it, right? And that's a big thing about this lifestyle shift, is the preparation. It's not just, all right, I'm gonna pop it in the microwave, You don't even want to use that. If you can avoid it. And so I had to learn convenience is evil a lot of the time. I had to create that mindset and seeing people who were around me who adopted a mindset of every day I'm on it, these are the herbs I'm on, working out. I think that's my biggest thing is as men, we have to be physical. Humans all have to be physical, but especially Black men, we deal with a lot of aggression, and so I was encouraged to stay on my workout, so I try to stay consistent with some kind of push-ups or just something to get the heart rate, to get that blood flowing. So those are two things, working out and keeping some ginger on deck.
Yes. Okay, that's beautiful. You had Spirit of the Nation.
Spirit of the Nation, yeah.
Spirit of the Nation around, and you had some folks that were, complimenting the path that you're walking, and also, yeah, working out too. Like, I think we all need a little body activation, and so for me, who was around me? I don't know. I was kind of solo dolo. Like, I would say along the way, there were folks who came in and gave me more insight. Like, I remember there was a brother, and he was like, "Are you holding your breath?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, and he actually taught me how to breathe and like not hold my breath, and that has a lot to do with digestion. A lot of times there's so much anxiety about the world and day-to-day life, and it's like we're kind of like clenched a little bit, like, okay, so many things are happening and we're not taking the time to truly breathe. And breath is so transformative. There's folks who can get high off of the breath. And it's really a good way to calm down.
That fire breath?
That fire breath.
Oh yeah, you get kind of lit off of that, And then that's another thing, that's your core. When you're working out, I think your core is a very specific place to focus on because it's the center of your gravity, it helps your posture get right. I mean, all your organs are, in your abdomen and your chest. So you want to make sure that is solid, and it helps alleviate back problems and stuff too when your core is strong. And I think that's something that a lot of us forget because we sit down. We live like a sedentary lifestyle. So a lot of us sending emails all day, working from home, zoomed out, but you gotta move, so I think it's very important that we add that into our daily routine. What are some of your favorite herbs you like to use?
My favorite herbs are, of course, I feel like, I guess ginger is a root, not an herb, but ginger is a major key, because ginger can be used in so many different ways. It's great for the digestion, it relieves inflammation. You can make a really dank ginger tea and alleviate your, if you have irritable bowel syndrome, if you are, not regular, like you said, having ginger tea daily in the rising is really powerful. Dandelion is also an herb that I work closely with in my healing journey. Dandelion, a lot of folks know that dandelions, those yellow flowers all around. All over, and that is the show of their strength because they're literally so powerful. Their strength, they're everywhere. They're in numbers, and you can use the whole plant. And something that's really helpful if you want to get started with getting into your healing journey is I always go for ease when starting your healing process, right? So if you are having dandelion every day and you're taking like a dandelion root herbal capsule instead of trying to do anything extra, you can take like 4 of those daily and really alleviate a lot of digestion issues, and there's no harmful effects of that.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful that we have herbs that just grow from the ground. They just grow like that, just full of medicine and healing, and we go about our day not even tripping, maybe even trying to get rid of them. Like how many times have you pulled up dandelions? I know I do a little bit of gardening, and I pulled up a few, so it's like, but I never harvested like wild dandelions. But I should probably start, utilizing that free plant that's just out there for us. And I think that's a key thing too, just understanding what's out there in the world. I think television or internet sometimes creates like a barrier sometimes of like, nature is right there, you know? And so sometimes we might watch nature on TV or on YouTube to like relax or, you know, turn on some, you know, frequencies, but you can just go out there and sit next to some trees and get a similar effect. And we're so lucky to be in Oakland or wherever you are in the Bay and be close to nature. You know, I know in Oakland you can go up to the hills less than a 10-minute drive, you know, and tap in. So I highly recommend that. And, do you have any favorite places you like to go and meditate? I like walking Miller and, you know, that area, chilling amongst all the trees over there. But do you got your special place that you like to chill?
Yeah, I mean, I love to go by the lake. I love just to be in nature and to have a moment and to appreciate the washing over that nature gives you. Yes.
Now, Green Goddess Radio, could you talk to the people a little bit about what that is and, you know, tell people what they can look for, you know, after today if they want to tap in?
Yes, absolutely. So, Green Goddess Radio, I had a radio show in Washington, D.C., and I was at E.S.O.teric, which is a hotel in Washington, D.C. that has a radio station, and also one in China as well. And with the likes of like DJ Native Sun and Underdog, really steady, loving folks over there. And so recently I shifted to do Green Goddess Radio and make it into a short form show called Nature News. And so the point of Nature News is to share liberty lifestyle, which is a Rasta term for living in alignment with nature, and unity consciousness, you know, because healing is really the first step to our liberation, and to be able to be clear, to understand that when you see the other person as your reflection, to understand that when you look at somebody else, they have a value that you can receive and learn from, and that is ultimately what is going to allow us to come together and be powerful and make moves together. So that's what Nature News, where Green Goddess is giving right now, Nature News. So it's a resource-based show to connect the holistic community worldwide. So we're starting here in Oakland, sharing resources where you can get free acupuncture, free healing, free food, you know, discounted food, everything that is useful to us, yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. Y'all tap in with Green Goddess Radio so y'all can learn where to get some of them good health resources, because we all need it. I know I need a little massage or chiropractor or something these days. I've been going hard, so thank you for sharing that. Thank you for coming to Verbal Apothecary. Y'all tap in with Sister Sakinah, and we're going to keep the vibes flowing. DJ Mac Che, go ahead and bring it back.
Sip on this tea, the medicine man. Sip on this tonic, the medicine man. Take you a puff, the medicine man. Get you some rest, the medicine man. Go ahead and meditate, medicine man. Breathe it in, breathe it out, medicine man. Sip on this water, the medicine man. Sip on this ginger, this medicine man.